Hey YouTube, this is 1035671 561 sorry. And this is my very first Nerf video. My very first video ever, actually. But I would like to present to you my very own unique Alpha Trooper. And this is it. Now, there's a lot of immediate differences that you can actually tell. The full-length tactical rail that I added to the top makes for better aiming. It's actually angled for that purpose to make it a little bit more accurate, but even when it's slightly angled. I'd say about like a 5-degree. And an interchangeable, or one of those barrel attachments that I added onto here. It doesn't work anymore, but ever since I added the tactical rail, but it used to work. And some more differences that you will be able to tell is this little bar right here. Now, what really makes my Alpha Trooper special is that I can unprime my blaster without actually having to dry fire or just having to add in another dart into the chamber. Now, this is a fully primed Alpha Trooper. Now, what really made this special is that I found out, I took a while to actually look at the mechanism, try to figure out a way that I can make this blaster last even longer, keep it safer, and figure out ways to actually unprime my blaster just like any other regular Nerf gun that actually doesn't have Slamfire built into it. Now, this isn't the first time I actually did this. I actually did this with my friend's Raider, which he entrusted to me. I upgraded that for him to a modified Alpha Trooper, same design as this, minus the tactical rail. And that actually translated into this gun. Now, the way this works is that right now I have a primed Alpha Trooper. Now, what you do is, once it's primed, you bring the pump back all the way, and what should happen is that this little lever right here, it should slide back all the way back like this. You can see that, right? Alright. It's kind of hard to see because it's black on black. But anyway, what you do is you push this forward with your thumb. I'm a righty, so with my thumb. So it's pushed forward. What I do is I pull the trigger. Now you saw the plunger tube jump forward a little bit, and you slowly guide plunger tube back. Now it's completely unprimed. Now, what really makes this blaster even cooler is that it's completely tactical. It's a tactical Nerf gun. I have here my custom made Nerf stock. It has a resemblance to an M4 stock, but it doesn't actually, it's not adjustable. It's a permanent stock. It's actually a power stock. I can add in springs to give it more of an extra kick. I just added in a spring and a guide. I'm gonna stick that on the back. Now, it adds more range, more power. I'm still trying to test out the accuracies of this thing, but it works. It's beautiful. Spectre stock, those awesome folding stocks. Personally, I kind of hate this stock because it's so flimsy. I'm actually in the works of trying to create a more stable stock where it locks into place. You can't just pull it out and then fold it, but to actually just make it stay locked and then fold it up when you want it to. Now, this tactical rail actually works. I have a fiber optic sight. It's taken off of a shotgun. I added it onto a little tactical rail thingy here, and it slides all the way back. Now, there's that little nub right there that prevents it from going any further, but yeah, I make that little tooth meet that orange tab right there, and it locks in place. You can see that the sight actually works. It works actually like a ladder sight with my Nerf red dot scope. You match it up with the crosshairs along with the glowing green dot. I have more sights. I have a long shot scope. I have a Tipman red dot sight. It's actually dead at the moment because I accidentally left it on all night. And it still works. This is my preferred sight for this gun actually. It's actually the most accurate with this gun. Now also, to add on to that tacticalness of this blaster, you can't really see it right now, but there's actually no barrel in there because it's completely removable. Now this is my short barrel, my short medium length barrel that I actually like to have on here for pretty much my average performance. You can take that out. Now this is my favorite barrel, the long barrel. Now this is good for more accurate precision at longer ranges and for certain darts. But even though it might subtract from the power a little bit, it still makes up for it in accuracy. Now, the mechanism that I added on to actually deprime the blaster still works. I can show you. I'm gonna take out the spring. Okay. Slamfire still works. I will show you that right now. Do not dry fire your blaster at home. I'm just doing this for actual demonstration purposes. Okay. My thumb is not on the tab. It's only my finger on the trigger. Now, it is very obvious that you heard that, so what I'll do now is I will show you an accuracy test. Now, typical ranges tend to be around 45-50 feet, but I actually have an orange Modwork spring coming in. I'm not gonna buy the Massacre kit because at the moment I really don't need it. I only needed the 5 kilogram spring that they suggested for mostly stock Nerf guns. So I mean the bolt sled is stock. I'm gonna fortify it a bit, and I mean, since the design is actually a lot more efficient, it's actually stronger for the amount of force you're putting in compared to the long shot or the long strike bolt sled. This is actually my preferred blaster. That didn't make any sense at all, but it still works. Alright, now my doorknob, my bedroom doorknob is about 10 feet away. This will get a very, very good spread. Now the first few shots are going to be to calibrate it, and then after that's an accuracy testing. Okay, now for the actual testing. I don't know if you heard that, but actually it's the doorknob. 2, 3, 4, and that's it. Alright, I don't know if you actually heard it, but the last 4 shots actually did hit the doorknob consistently. Now this gun is my favorite gun. Just slap in an 18 clip there. I have special I have an element scope. That doesn't look that bad either. Actually looks pretty good. Actually, it works pretty well with this gun too. It works fairly well with this blaster. Now, if I was to configure this to be a sniper rifle, this would be the scope that I would use. I have a 12 round magazine. This looks best overall. The 18 clip is actually a bit too long for this gun. Now, this was Alpha Trooper. Please message me if you have any questions. I'll do an internal video if you want me to. But for now, this is Alpha Trooper. Alright, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.